Today in Phoenix, a police helicopter paints a name in the sky, sparking a big fuss about how tax dollars are spent. Hi, I'm Leah, and welcome to our show.
And I'm Garrett. Thanks for tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett here in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix police helicopter spells Alex in the sky, igniting public outcry over costs. So residents of Maryvale were in for a surprise recently when a Phoenix police helicopter decided to spell out Alex in the night sky. It was like 2 hours of helicopter shenanigans with folks left puzzled and, honestly, pretty upset.
Right? And it's not just about the noise. People are questioning the necessity of this skywriting endeavor. I mean, a stunt like that costs around $2,160. That's not small change.
No kidding. The Phoenix Police Department hasn't said a word yet. It must be super frustrating, especially when you think about similar flights happening recently, disrupting the peace.
It really does make you wonder about the misuse of resources. Trust is key in law enforcement, and things like this certainly don't help, especially in working-class neighborhoods. All right, let's shift over to the next. Tolleson police at odds with school district over officers punching incident. Okay, so this one's about the Tolleson Police Department defending Officer Eric Hendricks following his run-in with a student. Remember, this goes back to September last year?
Yeah, Hendricks was accused of excessive force after he punched a student while detaining him. The investigation found his actions unwarranted, but the police department struck back by defending him and criticizing district officials.
Now, the school district switched their partnership to officers from different areas, aiming for better oversight. But, there's a real divide here about what's considered appropriate force in schools.
Honestly, accountability is crucial. If schools and police aren't aligned, it's the kids who end up feeling unsafe and insecure. Finding common ground in school safety is a must. Let's move ahead. Peoria School District reaches settlement with transgender teacher over harassment allegations. So, River Chinui, a transgender teacher, settled with the Peoria Unified School District over, harassment allegations involving members of the school board. It's pretty significant.
Yeah, Chinui faced discrimination and threats, and board members Rooks and Hill were accused of trying to terminate their employment. Though the settlement terms are undisclosed, it's a pretty bold stand for LGBTQ+ rights in schools.
Totally Chinui even started the Family Prism Project, which advocates for LGBTQ+ families. It points to the systemic barriers that still exist for transgender educators.
Their courage speaks volumes. These legal battles really, force us to confront underlying prejudices in educational settings. It's a story worth telling. All right, on to the next. Controversy ignites as MAGA County officials' violent joke adds to voter mismanagement issues. All right, here's a wild one. Sam Stone, the Maricopa County Recorder's Office Chief of Staff, stirred things up with a controversial joke about pro-Palestine activist Mahmoud Khalil. On Twitter, no less.
Right. Plus, his office messed up voter mailings, sending wrong letters to 83,000 people. Civil rights groups were like, hey, this kind of talk promotes violence, and they're calling for Stone's dismissal.
Exactly. We need to hold our public officials accountable for their words. The impact of these careless statements just can't be underestimated.
And rhetoric like that affects civic engagement and trust in public institutions. Makes you wonder about the long-term repercussions, right? Let's shift over to the next. Acclaimed Arizona cartoonist and Pulitzer winner Steve Benson passes at 71. Last up, Steve Benson, a legendary political cartoonist and Pulitzer Prize winner, has passed away. Known for his sharp humor and insightful critiques, his work left a huge impact on political discourse.
Benson's cartoons were, a mix of humor and hard truths, and while his drawn critiques sparked controversy, they also fostered important conversations.
His legacy of advocacy for free speech and equal rights is immense. It's truly the end of an era for political cartooning here in Arizona.
His dedication to portraying social realities and truth through art was unmatched. It's a reminder of how impactful and necessary political cartoons can be. All right, thanks for sticking with us today.
We appreciate you tuning in to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Absolutely, and don't forget, come back tomorrow for more updates. Until then,